Hello everyone, it's me here, and today we're doing the Sonic Free-For-All Remake Part 1. And there's only one rule. This is only a base form battle, which means no super forms for anyone in this battle. But there will still be prep time for everyone to train. So yeah, let's first explain about the fighters. Also, warning, this is only Part 1, where we're just explaining about the fighters. And the animation will be in Part 2, so yeah. Let's first explain about Sonic. Sonic's main ability is going very fast, and yeah, I'm not gonna explain how fast he is. We're just gonna say he's very, very fast. He's probably one of the fastest characters in this roster. His main ability to attack is spin dashing, but he is still good at hand-to-hand combat. Next up is Tails. Tails is a smart one and is Sonic's sidekick. He can fly and is very smart. He can build things such as airplanes and robots. And sure, he could be a coward at times. Since there's prep time, he would be able to be determined and get ready for this battle. Let's next explain about Knuckles. Knuckles is one of the strongest characters in this free-for-all. Knuckles is tough enough to pick up boulders and throw them at people. And yeah, he can get tricked, and it's not that smart, but he is still very strong, so this won't be much of a problem for him. So he can also glide and climb walls. So yeah, let's next explain about Amy. Amy is the person that's obsessed with Sonic. Amy's main weapon is her hammer. She uses to fight people, but she doesn't fight that much, for real. And she usually needs Sonic, but since it's a free-for-all, he can't help her, so yeah, she might have some trouble, but yeah. Let's next explain about Shadow. Shadow is go hand-to-hand combat, and gets a lot of things, such as Chaos Spear, Chaos Blast, and Chaos Control. Chaos Spear can shoot a couple of beams at people. Chaos Blast can make a huge big explosion, and this could waste some of Shadow's energy, which this makes the Chaos Blast one of his most powerful attacks. And Chaos Control. Chaos Control can it can technically stop time for a short period of time though. So yeah. And he also got the guns and a motorcycle from his own game. And I don't really know any disadvantages for Shadow. So, yeah. Let's next explain about Classic Sonic. Classic Sonic is technically a younger version of modern Sonic. And is way slower and technically worse than modern Sonic in every single way. But he doesn't know how to do hand-to-hand combat. But he has fight enemies that modern Sonic hasn't, such as in the game Sonic Mania. He has fought different robots that can form to different things, and yeah, I'm not gonna get too deep into that. So yeah, let's next explain about Eggman. Eggman is the main antagonist in the Sonic universe, and is one of the smartest ones in that universe, along with Tails. But yeah. He can build a lot of robots, but he's gonna use he's gonna use robots for this battle, such as his. He can't use stuff like the Death Egg, but he uses small stuff I don't know, for flight or to shoot stuff at people. I don't know how I'm gonna do that for sure yet, but you'll see in the animation. So yeah, are you much wondering And yes, Eggman did create Mecha Sonic, which is in this ball right here. But they're not going to team up. But when you think about it, actually, you know what? Never mind. They are going to team up. Since technically Eggman did make Mecha Sonic. So, we'll just see what happens in the battle. Because I'm not sure about the plot yet. So, yeah. Speaking of Mecha Sonic, let's explain about Mecha Sonic. Mecha Sonic is a stronger version than Metal Sonic. And, he can, use this, hold on. 1 second. He can shoot blast. He's also as fast as Sonic, since it's a robot version of him made by Eggman. So he's probably faster since Eggman is smarter than Sonic. He can spin dash, and much more than most. So, yeah, and let's also talk about Eggman's other creation, Infinite. Infinite is another version, I don't really know what Infinite is, probably a hedgehog. But, Eggman did made him and give him his powers. Infinite's powers, well, he can shoot red cubes that can cause a lot of damage, and also beat Sonic in a one-on-one fight. But it took the work of the original character for Sonic Forces that you made, Classic Sonic and Modern Sonic, to beat Infinite. But since they can't team up, this might be a little bit trouble for everyone. Since Infinite is one of Eggman's most powerful creations. So, yeah. And you can also, beat, a lot. He can also make clones of other Sonic characters, such as, technically everyone in the Sonic universe, I think. I didn't think they got technical with that either, but, yeah. So, yeah, that's all about Infinite. Let's next explain about SBO. SBO is, there's not much about him. He's really just a ninja. And since the only person he knows in this free-for-all has a strong connection with, I don't know. But, yeah, SBO is just a ninja, to be for real. And the reason why I didn't add characters such as Vector and Charmy to beat, like I added them in the last free-for-all, is because they didn't have no fighting combat, so that's why I only add SBO besides the other two in the group. You might not know what I'm talking about, watch the old version of the free-for-all. So, yeah, let's talk about Sonic EXE. Sonic EXE is surprisingly has a winning streak. Has never lost one battle. But let's see if this changed today. Also, let's talk about his abilities. Sonic EXE is technically a demon in Sonic's body. He can kill the likes of Tails, Knuckles, and Eggman. And he is fast. I think he is as fast as Classic Sonic. And yeah. There's not much about Sonic EXE since, So yeah. He also got tricks on his sleeve since he can trick certain Sonic characters. So yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about for real. Let's next talk about Blaze. Blaze, her main attacks contain fire abilities. So, yeah. I guess that's technically for Blaze. And her best friend is Silver, but they can't team up once again. So this might be a little bit more trouble. Since, most people in this free-for-all have someone with them to help them. But, Speaking of Silver, let's next talk about Silver. Silver gets telekinesis, which means he can hold, the Force from Star Wars? That's technically what that is. So, yeah. And, I think that's technically about Silver, too. I don't think he's that good with hand-to-hand combat, since we don't really see him use hand-to-hand combat in battle. He can also fly, which is probably going to be useful. But that's technically it. You can also get him tired if he says it's no use. So, yeah. Let's next talk about Ray, which is the other person up here if you guys don't know him. Ray is a character from Sonic Mania, which is technically a ripoff of Tails. And he's also a bit of a scary cat, but he can use flight. Not as good as Tails' flying ability, since, yeah, that's my opinion. But, yeah, Ray usually needs Mighty's help, but, yeah, you already know. But, speaking of Mighty, let's talk about him. Mighty is tough enough to beat Metal Sonic on a one-on-one battle. But, once again, he usually needs Ray's help with this. with, yeah, the battles and all that. So yeah, there's not that much that are different about these characters, because they're kind of like Sonic, except don't have speed, except for Sonic. So yeah, let's next talk about. Well, actually, I think we explained all about the original characters. So let's talk about the last two OCs and Meme. We gotta first talk about the Meme, since I know the best about him. Sonic. Sonic has been on here before, but have one win and one lost. And since it's a base form battle, he will not have his forms, any of them. So, yeah. Sonic is faster than Sonic, and he's technically just, MOG meme. He is fast enough to make whole tornadoes and use them against people. But it's easy to predict which moves he will use, since Sonic isn't that smart. Since, yeah. And, yeah. There's not much about Sonic since, he's just a classic old meme. But there is one thing that Sonic can use. Actually, no, we're not gonna let Sonic use that. I was thinking about Sonic uses MOG stuff. Like, the MOG randomness. But that would be too powerful for the other characters. So he's not being able to use that in this battle. What's next? Now we gotta talk about the last two OCs. Let's talk about Flare the Dragon Slayer. I mean 3 OCs. I forgot. We got Gabriel, Flare the Dragon Slayer, and this other OC that we're gonna talk about last. I forgot about his name. And it's like the most newest character on this free-for-all. So let's talk about Flare the Dragon Slayer. Flare the Dragon Slayer. Well, you must be wondering why I'm not using the actual image as Flare the Dragon Slayer, because I can't really find the right image for him, so I just use a Fire Sonic sprite. So yeah, Fire the Dragon Slayer, his powers are also fire-based, but his fire is so hot, it is twice as hot as the sun. And his sword is tough enough to slash through steel, and he's also powerful enough to fight dragons. Because his name is Flare the Dragon Slayer. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's technically it, because we're not using forms. So, yeah. Let's next talk about Gabriel the Hedgehog. Yeah. Gabriel the Hedgehog is faster than Sonic, which is another character that's actually faster than Sonic. He is also, well, he's very powerful. That's because of his speed, and he also gets bone attacks, kind of like how a Papyrus and Sans from Undertale has. And, well, he has been a lot of characters, but half of those videos they had to be characters were deleted. So, yeah. I don't really remember. So, yeah, but he is still powerful in his own right, since he survived attacks from certain characters. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, yeah, and he can't use his super form either. So, yeah, I don't know why I keep saying that. Anyway, I think that's technically it, except for the last OC. The last OC is Harold the Fox. Harold the Fox, his best category is speed, obviously, because Onslaught characters are really good at being fast. But he's also very smart. He's also smart in Tails, actually, when you really think about it. And yeah, that's technically it for... You can also see everything else right here, so... Yeah. So yes, that's technically it, guys. This is part 1. And if I miss anything about the characters, then put in the comments below, because I think I did my best, I think. So yeah, this video is literally 14 minutes. I'm very surprised it was this long. So, yeah, that's technically it, guys. Stay tuned for part 2, which hopefully I actually want to get finished tomorrow, but it's highly unlikely. So yeah, thanks guys, and see you guys next time. Bye.